A new beauty salon appeared almost overnight. It was owned by a beautiful woman named Ada. Her hair was sleek and long, with a shine that seemed unnatural, and her gaze so captivating and charming. Her salon, Beyond Beauty, quickly became the talk of the village. It wasn't long before women from all corners of Amaife were flocking to her for their beauty treatment. What they didn't know was that Ada had a dark secret. She used charm to ruin customers and keep them coming back. Ada was a beautiful woman, unknown to the women of Amaife. She had a powerful charm passed down through her lineage. Every time she combed a customer's hair, the charm would take effect, making the woman feel more beautiful and confident. The more they come, the more trapped they become. Word spread round the village how transformative her service was, and her clients increased daily. As time passed on, those who had their hair done at Ada Salon began to change. They become unnatural beautiful, so much so that other individuals start to feel envy. Men who once paid no attention to these women suddenly couldn't take their eyes off them. It was as if Ada touch gave them an otherworldly charm that drew everyone towards them. Ezine, a wise elderly woman in the village, began to grow suspicious. She had noticed that the women who are frequent in Ada's salon act differently. They seem obsessed with their appearance, and some have started to fall ill after multiple visits. Ezine decided to investigate. She knew of the dark magic that had once existed in the village and wondered if Ada was tapped into this ancient power. Soon, some of the women who had been regular customers at Ada's salon began to fall mysteriously ill. They developed a strange illness that doctors couldn't explain. As more women grew sick, whispers about Ada and her salon spread round the village like wildfire. Ezine, convinced that something dark was happening, decided to confront Ada. She marched into the salon one morning, her eyes burning with determination. "What are you doing to our daughters?" she demanded. Ada, with a smile that didn't reach her eyes, simply replied, "I'm only making them beautiful." Ezine began to investigate deeper. She went to the village ancient shrine to consult the village oracle. The oracle revealed that Ada had been using a cursed charm to trap the women, feeding off their beauty and life force to maintain her own youth and beauty. The only way to break the curse was to expose her in front of everyone. Ezine returned from the shrine with a heavy heart. She knew that confronting Ada would be dangerous, but it was the only way to save the village women. She went door to door, warning the women to stay away from Beyond Beauty Salon. Some listened, while others, too captivated by the promise of eternal beauty, ignored her plea. Ada, sensing the growing unrest, began to spread rumors that Ezine was jealous of her success. Ada, realizing that Ezine was becoming a threat, decided to visit her. She arrived at Ezine's home one evening, bearing gifts of expensive fabric and gold. "I know you mean well, but you don't have to fight me," Ada said sweetly. "Join me and you can have everything you ever wanted." But Ezine saw through her false kindness. "I will never be part of your wickedness," she replied firmly. Ada's smile faded, and her true nature began to reveal itself. Just as Ezine one began to gain attention, one of the village women, Nneka, mysteriously disappeared after her third visit to Ada's salon. Nneka was known for her beauty, and she had become a regular customer at Beyond Beauty. Her family searched everywhere but found no trace of her. Panic swept through the village, and even those who didn't believe Ezine's warning began to fear what was really going on in the salon. As more women fell ill and whispers about Nneka's disappearance grew louder, fear gripped the village. Few women dared to visit Ada's salon, and some of her regular customers began to show signs of sickness. Ada, sensing that her power was slipping, started to panic. She used every stronger charm to ruin customers, but the dark magic was taking its toll both on her and the women who remained under her spell. The village elders called a meeting to discuss the growing concern surrounding Ada's salon. Ezine, with the backing of more villagers speak out against the danger of the charm Ada was using. Some elders were doubting how true the accusation was when Nneka's mother tearfully begged them to take action concerning the disappearance of her daughter Ngozi. At that point, they knew they had to act fast. The decision was made to confront Ada publicly and demand answer. The villagers, led by the elders and Ezinne, marched to Ada's saloon in broad daylight. They demanded that she open her door and explain what had happened to Nneka and the other women who had fallen ill. Ada, realizing she was cornered, stepped out with a false claim. "You don't understand the power I have," she warned. But Ezinne was not afraid. "Your power comes from evil, and it will end today," she declared. With the villagers gathered, Ezinne, using the wisdom from the village oracle, called for the saloon to be searched. Inside the saloon, they found a native calabash that contained human hair, broken mirror, and other fetish items. The villagers were terrified, and Ada's true nature was revealed to all. Once her secret was out, Ada's power began to fade rapidly. The golden comb, which had been her source of strength, crumbled to dust in her hands, and the charm broke. The women who had fallen ill began to recover. Ada, stripped of her beauty and power, was cast out of the village, leaving behind the ruined remains of her once beauty salon. With Ada banished from the village, the process of healing began. Ezinne, now seen as a hero, took it upon herself to help the women who had suffered under Ada's curse recover. Many had lost their hair, others their strength, but with time and care, they began to recover. Ezinne reminded the women of the true meaning of beauty, that it comes from within, not from charm of dark magic. To everyone's surprise, Nneka was found wandering in the forest, confused but alive. She had no memory of what had happened to her after her last visit to Ada's saloon. Her parents welcomed her back with open arms. Nneka began to recover under Ezinne's guidance. Her return gave the village even more hope that all was not lost. As Nneka and others recovered, the village elders decided it was time to rebuild the community. Ada's saloon, once a symbol of vanity and greed, was torn down, and in its place they built a community center where women could learn skills and trade. The village came together, united by their shared experience, and a new sense of pride and purpose emerged. As the community center grew, it became a place of empowerment for the women of the village. They learned how to make their own beauty products from natural ingredients and developed their own small businesses. Ezinne, though older now, was at the heart of this transformation, reminding everyone that true power comes from within, not from external appearance or magic. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you once again.